So you brought up P. Diddy. I brought up P. Diddy. You brought up Kanye West as well. This is the music industry. It's like a metaphor for resurrection, for crying out loud. There's always a second chance. There's always additional opportunities. With Kanye West, I believe that to be the case. With P. Diddy, I'm not so sure. It depends.
Well, Kanye, he can't get a sample cleared.
Wow.
He got barred out all these venues.
So you think he's in more trouble than Diddy in terms of being able to resurrect his career?
I think Diddy probably can weather the storm more so than Kanye.
Okay.
Because Kanye is at a place right now where he's barred out of arenas. He can't get records cleared. He can't get features. Nobody don't want to do features. And in this day of entertainment, unlike when we grew up, there wasn't no features. These dudes need to be on there with other people. And so he's gonna have a harder time. Diddy may be able to come back from this. Diddy
if he's innocent.
If he's innocent, when you think about it, there's no charges pressed.
Right, no charges.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
like they're trying to embarrass him.
Yes.
Stain him, etc. If there are no charges,
yes.
And there's not going to be any charges. If they charge him with something, we can't think like that. That's a different game.
That's a whole other movie, right?
Homeland Security.
Yeah, Homeland
Security. Ain't local, ain't LAPD.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
The
Miami PD, the federales. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a different ball game.
So Diddy would have to go back. Because Diddy ain't made all kind of statements about people religion and all that.
That's right.
Diddy could come back from it. He could go have a conversation with certain people. And again, like you say, you're going to need friends.
Right.
And some friend down the line may say, okay, all right, kind of work this thing out and take these handcuffs off me, literally take the handcuffs off me. And then he could pretty much kind of...
But Kanye's different. Because Kanye's talking about people's religion, religious beliefs,
when you go into that, and when you go to bread, all kind of, when you get into politics, and so you then, you're losing people all across the board, and you got to know what you're talking about. So you're all over the place. It's gonna be tough for him. I think it's gonna be enough people can vouch for Diddy as being a good person and not a bad guy, because he's not a bad guy.
Okay.
I knew him from the time he was with Big.
Right.
And when they were together, and he's a real sensitive dude way back then. Even, now he's just he's a nice, humble guy. He's not this big animal. I don't know what people do at the end of the party, because when I go to the party, Steve, I leave.
Right.
When that party get too good, it's time for me to go.
You leave good parties.
Yeah, I leave good parties.
And you leave good parties, and you leave somebody else to have a good time.
Yeah, and I hear about it the next day.
Right. But you ain't participate.
No, negative. I'm not gonna, no.
You ain't participate in the parties in South Beach. The after parties in South Beach.
No.
Where every flavor you could imagine.
Well, I created my own party.
These people making these accusations. You got some dude named Lil Rod. First of all,
that producer.
It should be a pause on his name. Like, nigga named Little Rod. Like, what? That's pause.
Do you think it's like a agenda to destroy popular?
This is what I'm saying. And if you know anything about, the 60s, and I hate to get all like this, but if you know anything about the 60s and what they did with black leadership and all that, these were some of the tactics, right? To destroy you. Basically, they divide and conquer,
like
right?
J. Edgar Hoover.
There you go, right? So COINTELPRO, what they would do was they would put out misinformation, have us looking at each other, right? They sending out letters and sending out things saying, this one talking about that one, this one got caught doing this, right? And it keeps us disorganized, right? And also propaganda, which is fueled through the media, is a tool that's always been used.
Media controls the mind.
This is what I'm saying. So I'm not quick to jump at what everybody else is running towards, like, because if you ask the average person, she's like, what you think he did? He's like, I don't know, he did something. I don't know, like he was sex trafficking. Oh, all right, what's sex? Like, they got to give me a clear definition of what sex trafficking is. So you saying he was what? He was making people sell their body? Like, I don't understand. Is it underage? Like, it's not clear to me. So I'm not jumping in that.
So, although these are just allegations at this point. No lawsuits have been filed outside of Cassie, which was settled very fast. Because of that, you have a lot of entertainers that's kind of taking a stance and saying, you know what, I'm going to ease up off of this until we find out what's actually going on. For whatever reason, you know, it could be to save face, reputation. Some people genuinely just want to stay out of it until they find out. But I will tell you this, even though all of these other things are arising, that one lawsuit that Cassie had was enough for me to go, whoa. And the boy decided to settle it. And you can't use the excuse, oh, you know, just because they settle it don't mean he ain't guilty. But that man, guilty. But Boosie is also the latest to take up for him.
Black people happy for a nigga downfall. I don't hear none of them niggas who was at Diddy's shit toasting with that champagne every year. Having speeches with, man. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing.
As soon as they say something,
when you're on top of the world, it's a celebration.
Bro.
When you're on the bottom, it's a denilation.
Bro, same motherfucker you see going up, you gonna see coming down.
All them motherfuckers, all with them suits on, with their cups up, ain't nobody said nothing.
They ain't, fool. Man, as soon as they say something, they in the crosshair, fool.
Boy, this world, boy.
As soon as they say something.
This world, boy.
So you was around Diddy too.
That's why you ain't gonna see too many niggas around me. Who was around me before I went to jail. You don't see too many niggas around me. Cause them niggas did me like Diddy people.
Did you like Diddy people? I don't know. I don't think you're being intellectually honest when you say that, because what Diddy is going through is quite different, unless, hey, I'm gonna just leave it there. But, you know, he said, when you're on the top of the world, it's a celebration. But when you're at the bottom, it's a denilation, I think that's what he used. Somebody said choose your circle wisely based off of that. However, I will say this. I don't think this is a matter of people wanting to just tear a black man down. I don't think this is just another one of those stories. This is something that's been talked about for years and nobody's been paying attention to. And other people have chosen not to believe people who've come out against Sean Combs. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, and recently Love. But it seems like that love turned into hate pretty quickly once people started to find out what's really going on. Only according to them documents. All I'm saying is, you're saying that this is propaganda, but in this particular case, bro, it's some questionable things that's been happening with Diddy for a while, for various reasons. Even Suge Knight had something to say about this.
I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. If you know the secrets, who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in. You know they're gonna get you if they can. A little crazy how Puffy get booted out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip-hop and for our community. Turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music most of the time. I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. Because you know, if you squatting pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
I gotta read this. Breaking news. Death Row Records founder Suge Knight warned Diddy that his life is in danger because of the secrets he know and the, quote, little secret room they participated in, end quote. Suge stated, I'll tell you what, Puffy, your life is, you know, up for grabs because you're, you know the secrets, who's involved in a little secret. Well, I just really read that twice. Wow. Oh, he wrote it twice. Okay, cool. Suge went on to apparently allude to Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine getting into the alcohol business shortly after Diddy was removed, and that being questionable. Suge, who is currently serving a 28-year prison sentence, told Diddy, sometimes you got to face the music. You got to make a decision when you go to the prison, man. You're going to, you know, urinate standing up or sitting down. When Homeland Security raided Puffy's properties, it is reported the first thing they did was turn off his surveillance and recover all of his footage. It is also reported that the Homeland Security was searching for and confiscated electronic devices, in addition to reporting a camera in every room of the mansion. These facts, in addition to Lil Rod's recent sex traffic lawsuit against Diddy, stated that Diddy kept cameras in every room of his house to black male participants of his parties.
As you know, there have been multiple lawsuits against Diddy since the fall. I mean, each one has become increasingly more salacious. I mean, the most recent from a former employee, Rodney, I think Lil Rod Jones, accusing Diddy of sexual assault and sexual harassment and grooming. These are extremely serious allegations, and Diddy denies all of them. Then there's a lawsuit brought by his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who she alleged she was raped and had years of abuse that she was subjected to. He settled that case, but also denied her allegations. And he, frankly, has denied the claims made in all of these lawsuits. Well, you know, not everyone has agreed with the atmosphere that you say he has created around him. And in fact, there are some in the industry who are poking fun. And 50 Cent posted this to Instagram. And we know, of course, there perhaps no love lost here, but he has said, now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. Now, of course, I'm a prosecutor by trade. I know there's a presumption of innocence, as there should be. But I have to wonder, in terms of the court of public opinion, why do you think 50 Cent is getting involved here? Is it some reputation that he has outside of what you've personally seen in the industry?
50 is a guy who I know from the Queens neighborhood. I'm a Queens native as well. 50, you know, hip hop is competitive, you know, and it's like the big dogs clash at the top.
Now, let me just say, I don't know if this is real or not, but
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here. What's up? Miami's like that. Yeah. It's a movie.
Diddy's former bodyguard tonight alleging that Diddy was working for the FBI as a confidential informant.
People don't realize this, brother. First and foremost, Puff has been dodging the legal system for years. Puff being, and this is documented, Puff being a CI for an FBI agent. They was taking some papers up to the FBI, stuff like when they was here in New York. They was taking paperwork up there and stuff like that. Don't know what it was, but later on found out that he was a CI.
Now, Primetime can't confirm this, but if Diddy was an FBI informant, it explains why he was giving a pass to wreak havoc, according to his producer's lawsuit. What Diddy wanted, Diddy got.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
All while he was cozying up to Hollywood figures like Harvey Weinstein and becoming a major voice in the Democratic Party with his vote or die campaigns for Kerry, Barack, Hillary, Biden, getting souls to the polls. For 2 decades, Diddy thought he was untouchable. But now he's had his house raided, tapes confiscated, and the feds are zeroing in on his flight record. Diddy's world's crumbling. The rap industry's warning him that his clock's ticking.